So it's like in terms of me breaking artists, I don't like this. I like to use the word I contributed strongly to their success. During my mixtape era, T.I., before people knew him, his name was T.I.P. T.I.P. was coming to my crib to the mixtapes. Yes, the brother was coming to Harlem. Even his first BET appearance at the basement, he asked me to come on there with him for street credibility. You know what I'm saying? T.I. was one of the first brothers. Black Rob stayed at my crib practically. He lived up the block from me. You know what I'm saying? We used to go hard. You understand? It's just like I had a spot in Harlem everybody came through. CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green will tell you he came through my crib when people really didn't know him. He hosted a mixtape. I still got the covers and everything. There's a lot of brothers. Ludacris, when he first came out, came up freestyles in the spot. I remember Ludacris telling me, damn, man, I hope my album do good, man. I was like, you know what? I don't think you got nothing to worry about. He had a mean buzz going on at the time, man. And see, the beautiful thing about this, I got pictures of all of them when they came through in the beginning. Joel Santana. He was down with a group called Draft Pick in the beginning. It was two of them before Dipset. About 15 years old. He looked like a baby. You understand what I'm saying? The whole Dipset movement, when it turned into that movement really started in my crib in Sugar Hill Studios. And even Cam'ron's first album that went platinum, I'm on the intro with him. You understand what I'm saying? If anybody remembers. You know, I was really strong behind that movement. The first Diplomat mixtape, I hosted it. We was all on the cover with Mink Coats. All the Dipset joints I had hosted. I helped 50 Cent in his, in the beginning, after his little mishap. I mean, but even before that, I remember 50 Cent, I love 50 because he's such a real dude. Him and Rich Nice, I believe it was, called me to the studio. And he wanted me to host 50 mixtape. I came to the studio, and when I got there, this was like 99. He was like, yo, I ain't got no money, Slay. Like, he told me they had money for me. That's what Rich told me. He said, I got no money, Slay. If you fuck with me, you won't regret it. So I looked at him and I laughed because I thought it was so clever. You know what I'm saying? I hosted it. It was his sampler. He put that out, right? I hosted that sampler. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that remember, that was 99. You know what I'm saying? And then, after his little mishap, I bumped back into him again because Chris Lighty signed him. I was on Violator. And then that's when we recorded the 50 Shot Your record, Problem Child. See, that was before Wankster, that was before Up in the Club, any of that. And I was catching hell from niggas from the street over that. And I really didn't want to hear it. I was like, listen, this is what I do. That's what you understand what I'm saying? I don't like taking full credit for anybody's working what they did, but I could say I contributed strongly to a lot of these brothers' success. And the list goes on. Like, I'll be sitting there, we'd be here all day. You know what I'm saying? The people that was coming through, and I was insisting that you would really have to be a K-Slate fan, a fan of my mixtapes to know what it was. I remember me and Sean did a mixtape. We did a triple CD before he went away. A triple. Like, hey, man. I put my work in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I put my work in. I won so many Justo mixtape awards, Justo rest in peace, that they had to retire me from the category. Okay? I got plaques. I got about 10 plaques. I got 3 rings. One time I had a belt. Like, it was just so ridiculous. They had to retire me. There wasn't nobody touching me. I was going too hard. It got to a point where I was dropping joints every week. And I wasn't dropping singles. I was dropping I had quadruple mixtapes, and I had to go all the way to Brooklyn to get the cases this thick. I never was dropping a single. It was a double, a triple, a quadruple mixtape. Here I got $1.5 million for deal, right? I don't want to say he was like, he might have, but as far as a new artist, and the way we was moving, I think he more or less was. But before he got the deal, he had already rocked with Busta, We had a song with Nas. He performed on BET with Eminem, Lloyd Banks, Missy and them with the Touch It joint. He had marched with Reverend Al Sharpton for the 51 shot record. He had performed for Martin Luther King's birthday for his son and them. Like, Papoose did a whole lot before he even had a deal. You understand what I'm saying? It was phenomenal, but
Remember
yo,
that?
Eminem, yeah, that's when he went at Jermaine Dupri. Yo, I had Eminem hosted that mixtape for me. Yo, you know what? Eminem has been nothing but good to me, man. And even after that joint, when I reached out to him, he did another joint for my next album with him and Obi Trice. You know what I'm saying? That was on Street Sweeper Volume 2, man. I ain't reached out to him in a while or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you first, I don't like to burn my bridges, man. You know, if I seen him and he swung something, I gladly accept it, but 2 free Eminem joints on the album, I don't want to strike out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to M, yo.
Word.
I did a favor for him, and I really don't want to go back into it. I don't want to sound like a sad bitch. Like, cause you know, me and him done had arguments and all that shit and all that. So this is about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years later. I don't even want to like bring shit back up, but I just felt like I showed dude respect and he, in the long run didn't show it back to me in a nutshell. So when I got the opportunity, when they brought Ifa to me, you know, they brought that record to my house, I felt like this was gonna be payback. I'm gonna bang this record so motherfucking hard, the world is gonna feel it. I'm gonna shake the word, I'm gonna shake the town, and I'm gonna let it be known that Nas is the victor in this situation. And shit, I did what I had to do, that's that. It's, like I said, it's a competitive sport. I ain't got nothing against Jay-Z. I don't hate him. I don't wanna see him dead, no weird shit like that, man. I'm a grown man, I'm past that. When you ask the question, I'm just giving you the gist of it, because we'll be sitting here another half hour if I tell you what I really did, and I felt like he should have, you know what I'm saying, held me down, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying?